Time for your forecast with meteorologist Mario Ruiz. Okay, Mario, we don't want to get too picky. We like the lower temperatures by July standards. We like that cloud cover, but we don't want the rain with it washing out our 4th of July plans.
I know.
Can you arrange all of that? I mean, maybe a little bit too particular, but
you're being a little too picky for me.
Hasn't been too bad this week,
No,
you
it
know?
really
A little bit
hasn't.
cooler with the cloud cover.
Yeah, you know, on average, we see our first triple-digit heat day July 1st. We were nowhere near that. In fact, yesterday's high was 86. Today, very similar, 86.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so quite a bit lower. Look at the temperature, though. It's 83. It feels like 89 when you factor in the humidity. Winds are out of the south, anywhere between 10 to 15 miles per hour. Eventually, the wind is going to kick up a tad, so it'll be breezy at times, gusting close to 25 miles per hour. Right now, looking over Fort Worth, also 83. The heat index about 89. You see more breaks in the clouds. The more breaks in the clouds we see, the higher the temperatures are going to go. So it kind of really depends on where you're at. I think the highs today will be all over the place because of the cloud cover and because of the little drizzle that we have. You know, we've seen this all morning, but just some passing areas of drizzle here and there. We saw Bedford towards South Lake getting in on a little bit of that rain within the within the last 30 to 45 minutes. And a lot of the Metroplex, just looking at the cloud cover, I see a little more showers trying to develop north of Royce City, heading towards Highway 380. Otherwise, we're looking rain-free. Now, this hit and miss rain, it'll continue for the next several hours. I'm expecting us to see passing drizzle for the next 2 to 3 hours. So this is around 1 in the afternoon. This is showing more break in the cloud cover. A lot of this rain is going to really stay towards the west and towards the south of DFW. So those two locations are really going to be highlights for the rain to really center itself. So this is around 4 in the afternoon. Again, cloud cover for the Metroplex. You see some of that rain really staying south of Johnson and Ellis County. So Hill County, Navarro County still seeing some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. We'll see a few passing showers through about 7 this evening. And around 9, I know a lot of those firework displays going on after sunset. Sunset happens around 8:39. So around 9, we'll still see like 10% rain in the area. So 10% coverage, I should say, across the Metroplex, with the bulk of the rain staying south. And I do think that we could still see another burst of rain come through after sunset, say closer to midnight. And really then we start to dry out. So I'm showing you midnight right now. You saw that rain kind of passing through with the cloud cover overhead. Tomorrow morning, I do think we could wake up to some scattered showers, but really should be seeing very low coverage of that. So here's today's coverage for the rest of the morning and for this afternoon. 20% for the entire I-35 corridor, including Dallas and Tarrant County. 30% coverage if you are west of the Metroplex. 10% coverage for areas east of the Metroplex. Highs today, like I mentioned, will be all over the place because of where the rain is really focusing itself. And I showed you that anywhere from Granbury to Hillsborough towards Mejia and south. Highs will likely only be in the 70s. But for the Metroplex, I'm thinking the mid 80s, upper 80s close to Denton. Mid to upper 80s for our western counties as well. Normal this time of the year is 94. We are staying cooler than that. 81 degrees for the 4th of July fireworks displays around 9 p.m. You know, I know they all start at different times, but 81, about 10% coverage, partly cloudy skies. The cloud cover should not interfere with any of the displays. We are going to be a little warmer over the weekend, highs in the low 90s. I do think we'll see more breaks in the clouds over the weekend. That 10% coverage is just mainly for areas seeing an isolated shower or thunderstorm west of DFW. Early next week, we have 20% coverage of rain Monday, highs in the mid 90s and upper 90s by the time next Friday rolls around. So overall, not too bad.